Are you walking or driving?
Walking. Day 2. How you doing, guys? Me, Steve. Day 2 of the shutdown and lockdown, and we're going to talk about today some tips that I've kind of come up with over the past year or so of making videos. A lot of people ask me some questions about that. I just want to kind of go over that today. The first thing I wanted to go over, or the first tip I have for you guys, is plan. Try to plan out as much as you can. So think about what you're going to shoot and why you're shooting it for. You want to think about lighting and things like that. So you know, when I went down to the park, and you can see I was filming me talk at the park today. I set myself up so the light was hitting my face, just kind of like it is now. I don't have it facing in the back, so that way it's not all washing out. Another thing that planning does is if you just slow yourself down and talk a little bit better, it gives you people, it makes it a little more comfortable. I know sometimes I'll rush into an episode, especially if I go live on Facebook. I won't necessarily know what I want to do. I just know I want to talk about the special, but I won't have it planned out, and I really rush through it very well. So, but if I take my time a lot better, as you can see as this video has gone on, I've kind of relaxed a little bit, talking a little bit better, a little bit slower, and it just makes the video flow a little bit better. Struggle today. The final thing that planning does is when you plan it right, it lets you when we talk about planning your shot, hey, it's enough. Planning your shots, you can figure out your shots. What you want to do is, people have watched so much of movies, and the cameras they used to put on their shoulders or on these big long stands, I don't know, you guys have seen them, they move very slowly because they're heavy. So you want to try to do slower tracking shots. If you make them fast and jiggle around, a lot of people don't like that as much. So a lot of planning that helps as well. The second thing is you go on to work on the sound. Down by the water earlier today, but the wind was really bad, and it just didn't work out. I have 2 mics I use. I have a lav that I use once in a while at the dealership, but most of the time I use this Rode Video Mini that also plugs right into my cell phone with a dongle, and it gives better sound than it normally does. It's directional, so it faces the mic at me or at the person, whoever I'm talking to. It's one of the things that really I don't think people really think about first when they think of a video, but it really is important. You also want to pay attention to ambient sound. Where I film at the dealership a lot of the time, we're on a busy highway, so a lot of cars are coming by, making all sorts of noise, especially those big diesel trucks. And I always try to be cognizant of that. I'll either, take a break, wait for the car to drive by. Sometimes I'll reshoot the part, or even just wait till a quieter time of day, like in the morning. I try not to film at 4:30 in the evening because all the traffic that is driving home goes right by the dealership. So the next thing I want to talk about is being yourself. A lot of times when people watch, they don't want to necessarily, if somebody wanted to watch Taylor Swift, they would go watch Taylor Swift. So they're watching you for a purpose. So be yourself, and just if you have some quirks, it's okay, embrace them. I know it's hard to be in front of a camera. I still have my moments at times, but just take your time and try to be yourself. It just helps a lot. And then lastly, the last tip or question I get the most is, what do you use to edit your videos? And really, I don't do anything fancy. I use my cell phone, and I use my MacBook. The MacBook has iMovie on it. This guy's driving me crazy today. From home. The MacBook has iMovie on it, and I use that. Right now, Adobe is doing a 60-day free trial for all their apps. For my phone, I use Splice, which is the old GoPro editing app. I do use that one a lot because a lot of the times, a lot of stuff I shoot on the fly just with my cell phone, and it gives me the ability to turn around fast and flip it out for you guys at home. The last piece of advice I have is you just got to do it. There's no way else of doing it. You just got to do it, and you keep getting better and better and better. If you go out there and you look at some of my beginning stuff, is just embarrassing. And the only way you can do it is you do it. The more you do it, the better you get, and the more comfortable you get behind the camera, or sorry, in front of the camera. And of course, you get better at editing. You become faster at it, and then the whole thing just moves smoother. So that's what I have for you guys today. Day 2 has kind of been a struggle for me. I didn't like what this is like the 3rd time I've shot this. The first one I did, like I said, I did some stuff down by the water and none of it worked. The one was just too bad. Now this dog is driving me crazy. And so the struggle is real though, but I know you guys can all appreciate it. It's kind of what we're all going through. I got a couple different things coming down the pipe, but if there's anything you guys want to see me do, please tell me. We got 3 weeks of shooting content, and we'll just take our time with it and have fun with it. If you happen to like it, hit the thumb button, like it. Leave me a comment below for any ideas that you guys have. And then if I enjoyed talking to you today, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.